Hello guys, it's Lonkthedonk here, back for a new Hypixel Skyblock video. Happy 2023 to you all. I know it's literally been more than 3 weeks since New Year's Eve, but the last time I was in front of the mic, it was in 2022. So I suppose it is appropriate to say that. Anyways, as you probably already know by now, if you've been following my channel recently, or if not, well then, I suppose I'll give you a little bit of a memo update. Basically, I've started grinding my way to gemstone mining, specifically Heart of the Mountain right now because I'm not a sweat, and yes I know, many of you are looking down on me like, Lonk, you got Heart of the Mountain 6 like 3 weeks ago, why are you still trying to get Heart of the Mountain 7, 10 weeks into this? Well, go read my channel banner because, well, maybe it will give you a little bit of context. Alright, well with all that out of the way, I have a lot of things to talk about, so let's get started. Okay, so first of all, why did I even decide to get into gemstone mining in the first place? Well, to answer this question, we need to keep a few things in mind. First, unless you have been living under a rock for the past few months, you will know that gemstone mining has become extremely profitable and is largely labeled as the best money-making method at the moment. It also has held up for a while now at said profitability, so it seems to be a pretty reliable method right now. Unless of course the admins decide to dish out a change to how gemstones work, but you know, let's not jinx it, shall we? Anyways, another thing is that I'm a person who isn't necessarily that broke, as I am able to easily pull my bank account above 50 mil on average, but I would definitely appreciate a lot more money than that. For me, however, this will be more so a long-term investment, so I will likely have to continue managing with less expensive money-making methods at the moment. Alright, so with all those variables out of the way, why exactly did I choose gemstone mining as my path to greatness? Yeah, totally. Well, in my opinion, compared to other money-making methods of similar caliber, gemstone mining is more worth it than the others. This is at least in my case, as I do have a passable mining level of 34, so I don't have to like, you know, go through the entire process. And I have previously grinded out my Heart of the Mountain tree, so I'm not like at level 1, you know. Additionally, the level of brain power needed to comprehend what you actually need to do to get where you need to be is kind of minimal once you understand things like the Heart of the Mountain tree, powder, commissions, and other concepts. However, there is one small caveat in the simple category, which kind of brings me to my next point about how I'm going to actually approach gemstone mining in itself. First of all, I know that all the relevant and decent guides on gemstone mining tell you, oh, if you grind for X amount of hours and spend X amount of coins, you will go make 20 mil plus per hour off of ruby or armadillo mining. BS! It is not that simple. What a lot of people leave out is the amount of concentration and effort that you have to put into both of these methods to be efficient at them. For ruby mining, most of us are already aware that you have to mine with ruby routes to be profitable with them, something that is very time consuming to set up and vulnerable to griefers. Yes, I'm looking at you, people who are constantly bomb-bombing people's ruby routes. So annoying. The same thing goes for armadillo mining. It is eons worth to set up, referring to finding structures, and all that time to find Spiral or Throne can easily go to waste if somebody, again, decides to bomb-bomb the whole thing. I've not even mentioned the fact that you aren't going to make 20 mil per hour with just 4 mil powder of each type and some average setup. No. This level of profit demands a hypermax setup, which you are not going to pull out of the bag with the side gig of powder grinding. I know a lot of guides tell you that, but I don't think it's very realistic. So what I'm trying to say with all of this is that, well, at least for now, I plan to keep my ambitions for gemstone grinding with simply Jade. Bruh. Yes, I know, Jade is obviously not as good as Ruby or Armadillo mining, but it's way less technical than both ruby and armadillo mining, and requires less grinding too. You can probably get away with it with Formo powder and some really good sorrow setup, although it does still require grinding, but it's definitely not as much as ruby and armadillo. With all that said, you might be asking what I actually have done up until now. Well, judging by the fact that I'm still Heart of the Mountain 6, which I did a grueling 3-hour stream on, definitely not enough yet to set money-making records. Aside from that, my current setup is 2 Force Jaded Sorrow with fine gemstones and 2 Force Glassite armor. Yeah, it sucks, I know. People in the comments are gonna be dissing me like, you're trying to get into gemstone mining but you only have this, and it's been like weeks and weeks on end since you've actually done anything on the channel about it, like... Well, I plan on completing the rest of the Sorrow set in the very near future, and I do have an auspicious gemstone gauntlet, which has proven very useful in the time between the stream and right now. So it should cover me in terms of mining tools for a very long time. Finally, my Heart of the Mountain tree seems to be in a decent enough shape to start powder grinding, after, of course, I get Heart of the Mountain 7, but it's shaping up to be good. So it's a feat that I will make sure to cover, both powder grinding and Heart of the Mountain 7. Overall, like I said, this is going to definitely be long term, but it should pay off. Anyways, that brings us to the end of this video. I know it wasn't the longest of videos on my channel, you know, normally my videos are kinda like more than 10 minutes. But I just kinda wanted to say something about, you know, what I'm gonna do with gemstone mining. Kinda felt right to address that, and maybe some people will find this useful too, if they want to start gemstone mining. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching. As always, don't forget to satisfy the everlasting hunger of the YouTube algorithm. Maybe drop a sub if you wanted to give it a real treat. I would really appreciate that, considering I did not reach my 40 subscriber goal on New Year's. Oh my god, so sad. But I do plan on making more gemstone mining related videos, as I will be allocating quite a bit of gameplay to it. Just don't expect me to turn into a no-life Dorito Mountain Dew skeleton, okay? Anyways, with all that said, it is farewell to you all from yours truly, Lonkthedonk.